So I've got a bunch of new toys. Here's the adjustable power supply. This is a chloride cell that I have been working on in the last few days. It's basically just a jar sealed and has two graphite electrodes and also an outline that would connect to another jar that has sodium hydroxide in it. As you can see, it has severely corroded to the point that it is no longer connected to the bottom of the rod. And the other one was also used, just I switched up the pose. As you can see, that was first used. This worked fine. The one little problem that I have encountered is that I had copper particles that is not too optimal, but I guess other than that everything went fine. So the other thing is I broke this shit again. I will have to reprint it, so I will be able to filter this off and drive off the excess water so I can harvest some of the chlorates. I can continue my work in the vanadium project. In the meantime, I have also made some cellulose from these egg holders. I have bleached them with sodium hydroxide and actually bleach. So I destroyed the hemicellulose, that's it. Filtered it with the vacuum filter, which is actually stuck, so I have trouble getting that apart. I'll have to figure something out. Filtered this off, dried it, and it clumped up. Probably when I will use it, I will just wet it a little bit, then zoom it with I don't know, bot mixer. I don't know how do we call it. This here in the back end, I have also made a bit of progress. Obviously, this makeshift mason jars are not, not the best solution to this. I know. Probably the future will be that I will use like these and my flask, and I will make or buy some corks. Yeah, the corks. Put the pipes in there. I've also bought some Vuitton tubing, which is going in like coming in. Yeah, that's going to replace these little silicone tubings. Not in here because this is two separate chambers. This is for the Birkelandide or Birkelandide, and this is for the Ostwald actually. There are like two separate because this generates nitrogen oxide in here. I don't want to fuck up my other little good. It's like working fine, so I don't want to fuck it up and don't want to corrode it. The ammonia is going to, I guess, but it's not that severe as the nitric oxides. Ammonia is like less corrosive on metals. It doesn't really react, at least with the lead in this case, because the nitric oxide do even go through the paint, and on the lid there is like a little layer of paint, and I think it's like some kind of plastic inside liner thingy, like a little tiny layer, but the nitric oxides are that aggressive that they actually can not even like eat through it, but like because probably it is porous, it goes through it, and so the metal and the paint or that liner is actually separating, and it forms like a bumps, and you can actually like scrape off the paint. So under that, the basically the metal is rusting and rotting. To avoid that, I have used some silicone on it, but we'll figure something out. So I have new guys around the block. Quickly showcase them. These are the bubblers that I have bought. And these are going to be used in the absorption towers. Sorry, I'm just printing the updated respirator pump the last time, hopefully, because I will have my vacuum pump, but then until then I will need it. Here's the pipe that I have been talking about. This is the Vuitton piping, the FKM. It's 2 meters. It is quite thick, as you can see. It's like 8 millimeters diameter, and the inside is like 5, so it's like 1.5 millimeters of wall thickness. It's quite durable, and also quite corrosion resistant, as it says. It's acid alkali high temperature corrosion resistant, and this is, as I said, this is going to replace those parts that are in contact with the sulfuric and nitric oxides and also the acids itself, because the pipes are going to go into the bubblers also. And we have here, I have bought 2 of these. good old platinum mesh wire bullshits. So these are actually like anodes coated with 0.5 microns, or is it platinum? These are titanium mesh electrodes. It's made in China, obviously. So it's like, this is like 15 centimeters, so 153 millimeters times like 67-ish, 66 millimeters. So these are going to be in the chlorate and also in the hydrogen making process. So upcoming videos. Yeah, well, you will see with time. So that's it for the update. Mwah.